What's going on YouTube? It's your boy La Chef, and today we are going to be going over the most important aspect of trading. Nothing else tops it, nothing else beats it. If you do not know this and master this, then you will lose all of your money in trading. Stay tuned to the end. So just like the notorious B.I.G. once said, if you don't know, well now you know. Today we are going to be talking about risk management. Risk management is by far the most important aspect when it comes to trading, because without risk management, without proper risk management, you will blow account after account after account, aka lose all of your money. So don't worry, the chef got you. Today we're gonna cover it. Let's hop right into the charts. Real quick, if you find value in these videos, please do me a favor by hitting that like button and subscribing to your boy so you can always stay up to date with my latest and greatest video. But the only way to do that is by hitting that notification bell. So risk management. Right here, I have us on TradingView. I am going to show you why it is so important to focus on risk management. Let's say, for instance, you have a $100,000 account. Now, rule of thumb is usually you risk 1% in order to gain 2%. That's like the norm across the trading industry. But of course, there are anomalies. There are some cases where you may risk a little bit more in order to gain a little bit more. But don't worry, we will discuss A+ setups in the very next video. But for the sake of this video, let's go ahead and dive right into this demonstration. Like I said, let's say you have a $100,000 account and you only risk 1% every single trade, which means you risk $1,000 every single trade, correct? Right. So if you're only risking 1% per trade, let's just say every single trade, then it will literally take you 100 losing trades in a row in order to lose all of your money. I don't know how you can possibly do that, but you can, I guess. I don't know. So if we dive right here into this example, let's go ahead and type in $1,000. That's not a 1, that is a 4. Let's type in $1,000, and for every $1,000, your objective is to win $2,000. That is what we call a 1-to-2 risk to reward. Let me type that out just so you know what it looks like and what we mean when we traders say risk to reward. So RR, risk to reward. In this case, your risk to reward is a 1-to-2 risk to reward, because you are risking 1% in order to gain 2. Or you can look at this as you are risking a certain amount, you are risking X amount in order for double that amount. So I can still have a 1 or 2 risk to reward. It doesn't have to be 1% to 2%. I could be risking 3% in order to gain 6%. That's still a 1-to-2 risk to reward. So why is risk to reward so important? Because the name of the game when you are trading is preserve your capital as long as possible in order to live off of the profits. That is the number one thing that we are here to do, because like I say all of the time, you will not win every single trade. Okay, you will lose, but as long as you are winning monetary in a monetary aspect, as long as you are winning more than you are losing, like dollar value, then ultimately you are still winning. You do not have to have a great win rate in order to be a profitable trader. Every single one of these trades are a 1-to-2 risk to reward. So let's say, for instance, you win your first trade, you're up $2,000. Boom. Okay, now let's say you win your second trade, you are up $4,000. Boom. Now let's say you lose this third trade. Now you are up now you're up $3,000. Okay. And then if you lose this fourth trade, you are up $2,000. But then let's just say you're in the week off with a W and you get that last 2-to-1. So I'm gonna just give you a second to do the math. you had a total gain of 6,000 and you had a total loss of 2,000. So how much did you end the week off with? $4,000. Now let's do this one more time, but we're gonna look at it in a different aspect. Now next, let's go over a losing week. So let's just say you start the week off rough and you take a L off rip. You take a L off rip minus $1,000. Then the next day you take another L minus $2,000. Then the next day you take another L minus $1,000. Now you're already down $3,000. And let's just say somewhere to midweek you gain $2,000. So you're still down negative $2,000. And then you lose this last trade, meaning that you ended the week off a negative $2,000. Now let's just say let's just say this was week 1 and this is week 2. Let me delete that. This is week 2. You are now minus, wow, you are now minus $2,000, but overall for the month you are still in a positive $2,000. Let's put this plus in front because it's messing with my OCD now that I put that negative up there. So first week, week 1, up 2,000, up 4,000. Second week you lose 2,000, so you are still up 2,000 for the month. Okay, so let's discuss a break-even week. And for this example, I had to add an extra trade. Let's just say we were feeling a little antsy this week and we took 6 trades instead of 5. So let's just say we started off with a banger, all right? Gained our $2,000, all right? And then we lost 1,000, then we lost another 1,000. So now we're even. And then we gained another $2,000, and then we lost 1,000, lost 1,000. So if you do the math, we won 2 trades, we lost 4, but how did we end the week off? We ended the week off at, you guessed it, $0. This is what we call break even. You didn't win and you didn't lose. You started off right where you left off right where you started, and that's how you look at it. But break even is ultimately me. I'd rather break even than be in the negatives, if I'm being completely honest, because I'm still in the game. Like I said, the name of the game is to stay in as long as possible so you can find that amazing setup that you get a 1 to 3 risk to reward, 1 to 4, 1 to 5 risk to reward, and you put a little bit more risk on. Instead of a 1% risk, you put a 3% risk on it. But you have to be able to preserve your capital long enough to even catch those moves and catch a trending market where you can get in on multiple times off of one setup and completely milk the market. And this is why risk to reward is so important. Risk management is honestly everything. If you do not have risk management, then you do not have anything, and honestly you should not be trading live money until you understand risk management. Please do yourself a favor and trade on demo for a little while, and then put a very small amount of capital into an account so that you can get used to risk to reward and risk management, and taking up certain setups and risking a little bit more on certain setups and risking a little bit less on on setups that the probabilities probably aren't that great or in your favor. But ultimately that's really all I have. That's risk management. And like I said, I cannot harp on this enough. I cannot say this enough. Risk management is everything. It is the reason why I stopped trading for 2 years after blowing a $200,000 account. That's a whole nother story for another day. But that's all I got. It's been your boy Slim, aka the Chef. And like I said, if you could please support the channel by go ahead and leaving a like on this video and subscribing and hitting that notification bell so the algorithm can show everybody else our recipes. Show everybody else how we cooking, you know what I'm saying? Then we gotta get in the algorithm. That's why I've been dropping these videos back to back, because I don't want you or anyone else to come to my channel and feel like there isn't value here. But I'm gonna stop yapping and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.